Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at it. We're cracking on it. Just make sure my mic muff is not in the shot like it was last time. We are back at it now. I'm going to try and film as much as I can for you tonight, but I've got a mountain of stuff to do. Little Red goes to the ball on Sunday. It's Thursday evening, and I'll give you a quick peek of what the inside of it looks like because I've been busy. Yeah, it's got nothing in it. It's empty. No seats, no gear stick, no stuff, no battery, beer bottle. Basically, I decided that it was all a bit rattly and horrible in there, and I'm getting old. I thought, you know what? I've always thought about putting a carpet back in it. The reason I never put a carpet back in it was because it was brown. I think it was brown. Call it brown? Yeah, brown. Anyway, I thought, do you know what? I'm going to buy some carpet dye, some automotive carpet dye, £30 online. Thought, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but it's worth a go. Brought it, results. Came out really nice, so I have now got a black carpet to go in there. I will insert a quick picture now, because I didn't video myself dyeing it, but I'll quick picture of what it looked like before I dyed it, and this is what it looks like now. So it has come out, yeah, really quite nice. You can still see a little bit of brown in it there, but that's not the dye's fault. That's actually my fault because I touched it whilst it was wet and it went all funny. A bit like that, made it go all funny. So yes, the plan this evening is to I brought Henry the Hoover down with me. The plan this evening is to get this all hoovered out, get this all cleaned out, get the carpet in, start getting all the interior stuff back in, ready for driving out on Sunday. So yeah, like I say, I'm going to try and record as much as I can. I've got my work cut out for me, and then tomorrow, GTC. Quick update on that whilst we're at it. So the old man's been going at this for the last couple of evenings, and we have. Let me just move the mic out of the way. We've done some gel coat repairs. That white stuff is fiberglass gel coat. So we've done some repairs where we needed to do that. And it's pretty much as good as it's going to get, I think, for now. So what we're going to do is mask this all up this evening. The old man's on his way back over, so once he's down here, we're going to mask this all out, give it a panel wipe, get it ready for tomorrow. And the idea is I'm going to come down here tomorrow morning, quick wipe over with tack cloth, and we'll get some primer on there. 2 coats of primer, let that dry throughout the day, and then we'll know where we're going to be. This goes to the ball on the 21st, I think, of July. It's now the 7th. There's no engine, gearbox, brakes, steering, no lights, no cooling, no radiator. I mean, it's got an interior, it's got more than that, but yeah, that's the challenge ahead of us. Anyway, so that I can get this Fiesta done, I'm going to stop waffling. I'm going to hoover out the inside of the car, and I'm going to get a carpet in. I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to crack on. See you in a minute. Good morning, boys and girls. Yeah, got quite late last night. The camera ran out on the battery whilst I was time lapsing, and it was pitch black, so you couldn't see anything anyway. So here we are, the next morning. I actually got quite a bit done. So I can't remember where the time lapse ended off, to be honest with you. But passenger seat is back in. The battery tray is back in. The battery is back in, although I need to tighten down the clamp on top once it's finalised. Seat belts and the harness is in for the passenger side. The tower is back in for the gear stick, and the mount on this side is in for the hydraulic handbrake. The footrest and the passenger side is in. I just need to tidy up the edges of the corner of the carpet to make that look neat in the corner there. I did start looking at this. Now, this has always been a slightly uncomfortable position for me to drive in with this. It's always sort of not nice, basically. But what I want to do is raise this up to about there, which is where it should be, which would make it a hell of a lot more comfortable. So I've got some square stock. I'm gonna make up basically a big square spacer to go underneath here, which I'm gonna bolt the 4 holes. I'm gonna use the end holes to bolt all the way through the plate, the foot plate, the square stock through to the underside of the car, and then bolt it onto the chassis underneath so it's nice and secure. So I'm gonna get that done at some point. I've had to cut quite a lot of the carpet off, to be honest, to fit it round and stuff in the car, but I've cut around the rear seat bar. Really, that needs to be painted, but I'm not going to because I'm in a time crunch. And then once that's all in, what I want to do is try and make up some sort of aluminium edging, just because originally I would have had the plastic capping that goes on here, so I've got some aluminium 90-degree angle, so I'm going to see if I can use that to make up a nice little aluminium trim just to hold the carpet in place at the edges. And then once that's done, it's a case of just putting a few more cables and bits and pieces back in and tidying up. That is going to have to wait till this afternoon though, because we're back on the GTC. I crashed this the other day. We'll go into that in another video, but I just booped the nose cone a little bit on the back of someone, unfortunately. No major damage, it's still in one piece, but like I say, we'll go into that in another video. Skim. So we have we've finished all the gel coat repairs. I can't remember what the last thing I showed you guys on this was. I think it was when we just finished sanding back. So we've now finished all the gel coat repairs, which you can see these these little white bits in there. It's not perfect, to be honest, but I think it's good enough for now. So we've got it all masked up. We've had a tack cloth over it. The old man's just wiped it all down with panel wipe, so it's all perfectly clean. Hence the gloves and another set of gloves that's going to go on top, and the compressor that's running up. So yeah, this is all masked up and good to go. So we are going to get a few coats of 2K epoxy high build primer onto the engine bay from my old mates at Dual Paints, which is, to be fair, it's the first time I've ever used these guys. I mean, they're quite popular, but yeah, seems to be good service, I'll give you that. I mean, we'll find out what happens when the paint goes on, but yeah, so 2K epoxy high build primer. We're going to get that on now. Whilst I'm doing that, my dad's going to take the boot lid. We've taken the boot lid off. He's going to take that down to Kent Paints and see if we can't get them to make up a couple of litres of this wonderful red that we want. So basically, the only place we could find any real clean red to try and get a decent sample off of was the underside of the boot lid. So we're going to take that boot lid down there and see if we can't get a clean enough patch on their gun to get us a few litres of the nice red made up, and then we'll see how it goes. Definitely going to get the primer on today. Hopefully, might even be able to get a coat of red on afterwards as well. That'd be good, because today is the 7th. Today is the 7th of July. This goes to the ball on the 21st. So we're running out of time. So yeah, that's the plan. Once we get it painted, it should be fairly quick to go back together. Thankfully, there's no interior work to have to do or anything like that. It's just a case of new fuel lines, new brake lines, engine and gearbox in, and then bolt everything up, basically. So shouldn't actually take us that long. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to mix some paint up in the gun, and let's get some primer on the old girl. happened to the weather? Basically it's up for Sunday. Anyway, we got it painted. Well, painted. We got it primered, and I have spent the last hour just going around with the gel coat repair again, just bringing up. So obviously, once you primer it, you get a better idea of what's still hanging around. So yeah, this is where we're at. It's looking pretty good, to be honest. I'm quite happy with how it came out. So. Have some lunch, give that a couple of hours to go off. I mean, it's already touch dry, obviously. We'll let it go off nice and hard, and give that gel coat repair a rub back with a wet and dry. 2 more coats of primer and a coat of red. We have got the red, so the old man's just been down the paint shop and got the paint down there. I've got 2 litres of it. It's more than enough. This is the colour that came out. This is the original colour, and this is the colour that the match has come out as. So yeah, quite happy with that. And it's got a nice deep rosy red. So yeah, I've got my driver's seat back in, by the way, although I've got to take it back out because I put it in the wrong place. It's 2 holes too far back, so my short ass can't reach the pedals now. But yeah, the seat's in, so I whip the seat back out. I've got that all mounted up. The pedal box and bits and pieces are all done. I just need to put some screws in the front plate, and then that's the Fiesta back in one piece and drive ball. I mean, it just needs a wash, but considering it's raining, probably won't be doing that today. But there we go. Right, I'm gonna go get some lunch, and I'll catch you in a minute. Right, I have actually already packed up, to be honest with you, but I thought I'd quickly film an outro for said video. I've got the carpet in. It's all back together. I mean, I've reversed the car out and driven it in, and in theory it's pretty much ready to go for Sunday. So let me just have a bit more light on this light here so we see what we're looking at. Right, so we do now have nice black carpet. It's got some dirty footprints on it already, which is wonderful. I've made up some little aluminium trim. You can see just along the bottom of the door sill there, just to hold that in. Replace the factory plastic. Everything's back together. Footrests, pedal sets all back together. Seats are all back in. Harnesses are all screwed into place. Batteries all in, etc, etc. It does start, it does run. Alternator belt still squeaks like absolute fucking buggery, but that is I think it's going to be a new alternator and some other stuff for another day. I did also clean up all the wires that were hanging down next to here and put some black tape round stuff and just make it look a little bit neater. So that's that. I still need to put some more black rivets in the windows. I have got a handful, not enough to finish it, but I have got a handful, so I will move this out of the way. So I will probably do that Sunday morning before we go to Kent Allfords, and yeah, go from there. Anyway, I'm beat for the day, so I'm going to go to the pub as soon as it's Friday. I'm going to go have a quick pint on the way home, and go and see my kids have a bath. I'll catch you guys Kent Allfords on Sunday. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to say one more time, and we'll there we go, and we'll so yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see you guys hopefully when the sun's out and the weather's quite nice. We shall see. Bye for now.